Hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and I'm here with
Slim.
You already
I'm here
know.
with Papa Goat. You already know. Subscribe to my boy.
Right on. Thank you, thank you. And we are here with who?
Sanchez.
And what did you just do?
I just got first place in the first official OTS tournament for Top Choice Gaming here in Colton, California.
Right on.
The best
Finally,
SoCal
OTS,
locus, you guys
let's
already
go.
know. Shout out to these guys. Almost every single card you guys see in this profile is probably bought here. Anytime I need something, these guys are the ones that always help me out. Every single time I've ever asked them for a small single card, no matter what it is, they'll make sure to go out of their way to even try to help you guys out.
Beautiful. And what deck did you play?
I played SWORDSOUL 10 today.
So what made you pick this deck for the format?
I just felt like it has a really good all-around against a lot of different top decks. Prank Kids, it is our hardest matchup, but I still felt like it was fine. Against Branded, which has been popping up more, especially for the upcoming regionals, I think this is the one to go because I just felt like we have probably the strongest matchup in that when it comes to this. Any other deck, it just has like really good lines. If not, it can compete really well. It's just got a lot of utility.
Right on. Cool. You want to show us what you played?
Yeah, no problem. For the main deck, I mean, obviously it's SWORDSOUL, so it's going to be very basic. I am still sticking with the 3 Ecclesia, 3 Millier, 3 Longyong, and then the 2 Tai. I know some people have been cutting it down, maybe either the Ecclesias or the Tais, but I just felt like I'd rather max them out. I did recently do the LA regional, and I only played with 1. And it was killing me. I felt like a lot of times I did need that second one. I did change up the list a little bit, as you guys will see. It's not very traditional to compare to other lists, but I think for the most part, these numbers is correct because you just want to max out on these cards. For the 10E lineup, I do 3 Ashina, 2 Adhara, with 2 Vishuddha, and then 1 Shatana. The reasoning for like this line, which is not maxing him out, is because I'm not playing DESKBOT. And I know like it's something probably different from most people, but I just felt that DESKBOT probably would have been needed. I'm just tired of opening that brick, and I know like that's the meaning for it. That's why people play higher counts. But I actually wanted to shorter down the count. And my mindset was, if I'm playing this, every single hand that I see should be some way, shape, or form be able to be played. I don't want to ever have another DESKBOT hand. So that's probably why. And then for the hand traps, we play all the Ghost Girls, Ash, Ogre, Bell, and then in addition for the going second / like utility, I'm actually choosing to play Chalice instead of Droplet because I feel in this deck, I'd rather go for the 1-for-1 exchanges than anything else. I don't feel like this deck might need Droplet, but if you have it, it's, you know, still worth playing. But I bet this card's been coming up clutch a lot. You can contest with the Scythes, the Griffins, the DPEs, anything that's just a 1-for-1. This can come up. Every single Ghost Girl has probably just been working every way. Ash is the most utility-wise. You can use it for any against any deck. Ogre, you have to play it. Almost every other deck you're going to see is going to play Brave because of the best engine. And then Ghost Bow's been coming up. It can also stop Brave in a way because it can hit Enchantress. Some people forget that. And then the main part right now is because it's going to be really good against Branded. And I just felt like I'd rather be like ready for that deck. And then play for the spells. From that we play the 3 Emergence for utility. And I'm doing a 2-2 split of Vessel and the Heavenly. I just felt like these lines was fine. If you guys want to max out, you can. I just found myself almost every single time games 2 and 3. I always sided out the 3rd copies of each. So I just felt like I'd rather just keep the 2s in there and just keep them optimal. And if I'm going to side anything else, it'd probably be one of the utility cards for something better in the side. And I think this card can be insane, could just help you through hand traps, and then this card's broken as hell. You know, you activate this and you resolve this with the 10E, you still have your full, like, the rest of your hand commit without even using your normal summon. It just commits too much, like, it just gives you too many resources for free. And then the Desires, the Call By, and then the Blackout for the Trap. You know, these are just pretty standard. Some people aren't playing the Call By, but I still would. You know, his Scythe hits a lot of different decks. And then his DP is just good contested. And what's great about this right now is against Brandon and Red, you hit the target, it won't resolve. So. And then that was the main deck. It's a 41 main deck count. I didn't feel like cutting anything else. I probably wouldn't change it. I really like the way that it handled. If you guys want to and just probably just copy and paste it and then really commit it to the 40 and 40 only, then just cut down Chalice to 2. I think that's the most optimal card. That or probably Ghost Bell. For the extra deck, I'm playing Standard, Tucci, the new Longyong. This card's broken. He beats, you know, Brave Engine by himself, FTK. This card's still amazing. 1v1 against DPE, you win this. So, double Boxia, this card. Dude, every card in here is just like something you can probably use. I love this deck so much. It's so cool. Just shuffle 2 for free or anything else, and just anything else that gives you more utility. Yazi, because I'm not playing the DESKBOT build, you don't need to play this, but I feel like it can still come up because the non-targeting is actually like really nice. And just popping itself in something else and then getting a free summon can still be combo worth. You could still get this by either getting, you know, the token plus something else, or maybe like if you do a play where I've done summon at Hara and then use actually the Longyong, that's a 7. You've actually just produced that and you still have token. So whatever you summon off of the Yazi, it's a free token to use. The Chao Fang, you still have to play it. It's still one of the best ones to make an interruption. And then I know not a lot of people are playing Nibiru specifically because of branded, but this is still good because people are still playing Veiler and then Ogre as well. So it's nice to just blind make this, and it has good synergy with Blackout because if you pop this, pop 2, you search either a hand trap, which any tuner, or you search Ecclesia for follow-up. Berserker, nice little spice I'm playing is probably Crimson. This card's gonna be amazing against branded, good against anything. I didn't get to resolve it today. It was so sad, but it's in theory and like in testing, this card's gonna be amazing against branded. You play this, you just fuse this, it stops any fusion plays at all. So it's good. And then obviously the Baron for the last one. You have to play him, but he's the first. Now you just never make this going first. You should never make this going first now. You always just make this guy and this one. So you just draw 2 and get Blackout. Too much advantage. And then Lynx, you play D3 Monk, and then the Shaman. Shaman didn't come up today, but I'll still play it because it's still good for the grind game. And then you don't have to play 3 Monk. You can probably just change it out for any other like toolbox, rank 8 or sync 8 or sync 10. But I'd probably still play this because it still does help with the grind game a little bit. I'm still gonna probably play it unless for whatever reason anything else comes up that I won't play. If you guys change it, probably do Ready Rose. Ready Rose is really cool. That's for extra, and then for side, I played 3 Nibiru, 2 Droll for the monsters. These are just utility. Nibiru was a little underwhelming. I might change this later down the line. It's probably just max out on the Drolls and maybe play something else. Maybe max out on Droll and then play, or otherwise I'll just change these to Lancias. Anything to more respect for, I think, Flunder, because Flunder is probably like my worst matchup. Back row hate, Cosmic, Duster, Reboot. It's pretty standard. You have to just play this. I just like, again, in this deck, I don't want to pitch cards from my hand. So I'm not going to play Twister. And then what's cool about this card is it can also stop Scythe decks. Oh, it was actually amazing today. It was so funny. I played against a friend of mine, Lawrence, in last round in the finals. The only reason I basically won this, he set 3 pass with N-Pin. And I draw and then standby. I shotgun this with 3 back row, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. I rolled die, it was a 1, I target, and it was this trap. The other 2 are just useless. After that, I just played through.
And then you just won.
Yeah, I just won. It was so broken. 2 G barrier and then 3 rivalry. This card's amazing right now. I almost didn't want to play it, but after I tried it today, it was super good. Helps also with a weird matchup that I feel like can be very grindy, if not like one-sided, can be Drytron. So I won this. I ended with Chao Fang and Barrier against a Drytron player. Straight FTK, it was amazing. And then Rivalry, this card's just really good against different decks right now when it comes to base, 60 card piles, at 3 access, you know, and then, you know, you play this against Prank Kids FTK. On their first normal, they can't do anything. So that's the deck. Pretty happy with the way it played out. I probably wouldn't change anything about it. If it was, it'd maybe be in the side. Nothing about the main or extras.
Nice. Any other shout outs?
Biggest shout out probably we have here. It's Top Choice Gaming. Again, best local SoCal locals we have. Best locals in general. Shout out to you guys for letting me be on your channel. Yeah, just shout outs all around to everybody that I know, and all my friends always play with me and help me out get better.
Sweet. Well, thank you for the deck profile. Congrats again. And until next time.